For me. See here. Alright. Next up to the mic, Mary. Mary Williams. Is Mary Williams in the house? Yes? Yeah. Mary! Alright, so Mary, this is our first time reading with us today. She says, she used to write a lot in school, but it has been a long time. These are a couple of her older poems. I'm so excited you're here! I need you guys to give it up right now for Mary Williams to the mic!
Thanks, guys. Like Leanne said, I wrote this when I was 17, and you can kind of tell that I was 17, so just bear that in mind. It's called Plan Your Past. The past, it lives and dies. It kills or is forgotten. It goes on, living and dying, never really going away, as it grows, looming larger and larger as a stormy cloud behind you, or stretching back so far, sometimes it's hard to even see it. Some people try to run from it, but it's always right there, streaming from their weary legs. More and more of it unravels every day, just like a trail of blood and footprints in the snow. It stretches back to the beginning in the distance. The spots where you are bleeding, everyone can see them. There's no question, and you can't hide where you've been. Sometimes the blood in the snow is where you've done damage, killed something in your path. The carcass in the trail is a reminder. The bloody corpse, its glassy eyes scream for people to never forget the wrongs and the steps you chose. They won't. 13 more. Oh, thank you. You can try to cover the carcass with the sparkling snow around it, but the lump in the heavenly blanket tells the tale. The bare ground surrounding is desecrated, scraped through to the brown dirt where you frantically attempted to hide your mistake. When you pace forward as fast as your feet will carry you and don't ever turn to glance behind, maybe you will push all the pain to the back of your memory and forget for a little while. But one day your path collides with another. Your infatuated eyes fall on the smooth ribbon of footsteps and decisions behind the person before you. It is straight in the sparkling snow. Of course, there are patches of blood, spots where she has lost her balance and slipped, but the trail is free from the blood of others. She looks into your eyes and refuses to see the mangled strip of choices behind you, with all its twists, turns, and dead ends. But one of those by her side takes her fast by the hand and drags her down your past. You wish you'd planned it better. While she is led forcefully along your tattered trail, you bow your head in shame. Tears slide down your cheeks as you watch her, shaking her head in confusion as she stares at the glaring mistakes behind you. Is this really who you are? Who are you really? She bleeds anew, her pain in seeing what you've done. She knows it can't be hidden. She will sacrifice the purity of her steps, though, pollute her path with your mistakes. She believes. You are not your past. All those who know her, who've watched her careful step, shake their heads with troubled eyes, shouting warnings from afar. They want to go back again, retrace your steps to prove what cannot be undone. It goes on, not as far back as the eye can see, but just far enough that they will never trust you. But she does. She takes your hand. She wants you with her, forces herself to forget your infamous history. She knows you wish it was different. You wrap her in your arms, and in she leans, content to just be with you. You begin a path together, a separate history from either that you'd started, balanced now in seeming harmony. But although she does not blame you and tries to refuse your guilt, the merging paths behind haunt you every moment. You cannot dismiss what you've done as she does. It is her mistake to do so. You cannot bear to imagine the day she'll notice, the day her vision clears from the fog of love, and she sees what you've done and can no longer deceive herself or those she talks to. In attempt to save her, you leave, branch away again, your cause noble, the consequence hurtful. Again you've pained another. And in the snow she shivers, tears freezing on her cheeks as she sinks to the barren ground where you took your last step together. She hopes you will return, take her hand once more. But forward you run, leaving behind the overlapping footsteps behind you, joined for such a brief, confusing time. You both have branched again to intertwine once more with others. All will form an intricate web, a web of actions and experience. You can never change the fact that you were with her or that you hurt her when she loved you only. She will remember you always. When she hears your name, she will first jump with memories of love, friendship, and hope, then sink as if stabbed again by sorrow and tears, the gripping pain of love torn away. She'll remember the feel of the crystal snow as she lay in it, her heart bleeding crimson red across the newly tainted path. Next time a lover comes upon her, she will not trust with haste. A wall of experience guards her now, and she looks to conceal her heart. Anyone who cares to look will see all this, the signs of lover's bliss and the lonely pain that ended it in the trails you both have left. It can never go away. The past, it lives and dies. You move forward, yet it trails you. It may ruin today, or perhaps it will save you tomorrow. So plan your past. For one day it will be called to mind, and by it you'll be judged. By it you will make new decisions, and on it your children will retrace your steps in order to learn your ways. Be sure it's cause for a joyful future. I've got one more, it's much shorter, and this one I wrote at a cafe, Echo Lake Cafe. I used to work there, and we were all talking about how much we love coffee, and if only we could find a man that was like coffee. So that was a while ago too, and I'm married now, and I'd like to dedicate this to my husband. My espresso man. I want a man who's like straight espresso. He'll be dark, strong, and full of energy. It won't take much of him to make a big impression. He'll support me when I'm tired and comfort me when it's cold out. Smooth in the heat of passion as well as the ice of confrontation, he'll be satisfying by himself as well as enhanced by mixed company. He'll be rich and firmly defined. He will make my heart race, and I will never get over him. Find this man for me, and I'll be forever his. Until then, though, just pull me a double shot.
Keep it going right now for Mary. I'm waiting for you. All right. Nice choice.
You smile and take my hand.
Where's Ian? Are you ready? All right. Ian says he is a stubborn meter geek. What's a meter geek? That's what you are? Okay. He's a meter geek from Whitefish. Give it up right now for Ian to the mic.
Okay, I'm going to start with the cover like I usually do. This is If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again in your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. And the next one is mine. It's about a self-mutilating flower called the lily of the mountains. In lands of emerald valleys and cascading crystal fountains, up from a meadow carpeted in gold arnica stands, just like a desert blossom graces parched and barren sands, bloomed one lone mariposa, the lily of the mountains. What gorgeous fields of wildflowers come into passers-by, with naught but arnica to fill her humble field of view. She drooped her pretty petals and lamented, so it's true, these flowers that surround me are more beautiful than I. More beautiful, she thought, as far as petals go, means more, and so resolved, now taking hold with all her supple strength. She rent each lovely petal 3 times full along its length, and sported now a dozen, having turned each one to 4. The mariposa racked her mind for methods not yet tried. Beholding pine tree pollen falling freshly all around, she slowly bowed, as flowers do, to moist, dew-dampened ground, and 3 days spent thus wilted left her snowy petals dyed. With 12 thin petals yellowed by the moistened pollen, by the dew-brewed pollen powder, she popped her pistil forward, her corolla swept behind, a simple final step in metamorphosis designed to make the lily look like any arnica about her. A man with lupin, paintbrush, rose, and bitterroot in hand, hiked up, seeking a centerpiece to finish his bouquet. He grieved, here's not one flower worthy of my fiancée. Oh, for a mariposa, loveliest in all the land. Although the former lily heard, she never came to see. Her petals flushed in anger, and her nectar seethed and boiled. The nerve of him to say such things, and after all I've toiled, to make myself the beauty that I've always longed to be.
Suits my clothes.
Keep it going for Ian. Written for us ladies. Alright, so last quote on the list is David Blackwell. Where are you? There he is. And then, would you guys still like, what time is it? I think we're good, right? What time is it? 5:30. Oh, we're good. Alright, so Robbie and Tara comes up to the mic for her first time ever, is so nervous, and now she wants to read another one. That's what I love about this place. Alright, so we're going to bring David up here, then Robbie and Tara are going to give us a round 2. Is anyone still lurking in the audience with their little jitters wanting to share but haven't yet raised their hands? No? Alright, I want you guys to give it up right now for David Blackwell. He says he's an edgy visual stylist, 1 part writer, 1 part photographer, and ready to create something new. Give it up right now for David Blackwell. Oh, gonna take a picture first. Okay. For David Blackwell to the mic.
Okay, here we are again, and I'm going to try something different here. I always want to try something different, so I decided I wanted to try something like a performance art poetry piece, and I call it Photographer. Click, click, snap, snap, firing flash across the room. What do I see? What will I tell? What will I see with my camera eye? What type of stories will I tell? Will the photos tell a lie? Will it tell the truth? What will it be like to have an old photo booth? As pull the curtain and take a picture in the photo booth. And am I a photographer, art photographer, portrait photographer, a fashion photographer, a paparazzi? I spy with my camera eye. Snap, snap, click, click. What will I tell? What type of story will I see? What type of image will I create once the camera is off, when I unload the images? What type of alterations will I do? What will I tell? What will I do tomorrow? What photos are on the horizon? And I put the lens on the camera as I wonder what type of picture I will take the next time.
First. We're going to send Tara up first, and then Robbie's going to close us out. Give it up one more time for Tara to the mic.
So I thought I was going up after Robbie, so I'm fine. Sorry there. Alright, just 1 second. Alright, we're good. I found it. Okay, so actually I wrote this one 6 years ago. And that would make me, I don't know, 23 now, so you do the math. Anyways. Alright, this is called In Claiming the Heart of a Lion. And I really like to play with metaphor and imagery, and anyways, hope you enjoy it. Restless tonight in my fleeting dreams. It's 6 a.m. yesterday. Releasing time inside my head, the lion must be left untamed if I were to escape the complexities of a lair meant for the brave of heart. Possibly this is not even meant for me, though I wish to keep this one for myself, no one else. Please, be my captive under the moon. Away we are from reality, sleepless and dead, and yeah, I'm not even alive in your eyes. How could you? How could you do this to me? It hurts. Your lion's heart holds me so close, just so you can tear me apart. I'm falling apart. My only crime is knowing who you are and wanting to know who you used to be. I wish I could feel what I felt that night again. I am shamelessly addicted and amidst my friend. I want to hide you away from this world, keep you caged in a lair saved only for you. Tease your flesh gently with the fingertips of a sinner. Pleasure just so happens to be your aspiration, and notice how nicely it fits with mine. There you lie, a sculpture, everything I hate, shrouded disarray, mostly as tricks of a trade. I whisper those threats lest you speak. Please, promise to threaten me. Your lungs sigh lullabies, metallic and bitter. Go ahead and jump down my throat, it helps. But you are already under my skin. You're forming wounds from scars, and I am ashamed. I wish to shatter the moonlit fabrications, falling faster just to get the hell out. You whisper these promises and I grow weak, amidst our galaxy and infernal creeps. Looking at our flesh and offering to gods unseen, please tell me what it means. All these times we missed it and we tried to find it. We are not connected, but still, we are addicted. One by one, the shadows count it back, fold, draw. Forget it, this time we're all in it. I picked up the pieces from yesterday, tucked them away, made them hard to find. Thus, uttering words that replayed my crime. It's 2 a.m. tomorrow. My beast is pacing in the amber light, his alabaster heart now shamed, because the morphine drug him down with me. Now, hold my heart close as we fall asleep.
I'm sorry, I was a little distracted. Give it up, keep it going for Tara! For a second time to the mic, right after her first time to the mic. That's so awesome. I don't know. Alright, sorry, I was a little distracted. Give it up right now. Robbie's going to finish us off, then I'm going to tell you a few things. We're going to pick a topic for next week. So hang around for that. Give it up right now for Robbie one more time.
Thanks, guys. So, in the spirit of doing old poems, this is mine, but it's an old one. I've never actually done it here, so I hope you dig it. This is actually based on one of the scariest experiences of my life, and this poem is entitled, Hey, have you ever been in a play where you blank out, just deer in the headlights, just forget your entire monologue and then have to wing the whole thing? It's like this. I am what I am. I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Liberty and the pursuit of the best of times. It was the worst of times. No, this time it's personal. Actually, there is no time like the present arms. Out as a gesture of good, will you please just give me a line? No, I just gotta think. I think, therefore I am saving a bunch of money on my car insurance. And I am loving it. And I love the smell of navels in the morning. And I like big butts, and I cannot lie how I like what is in the work. The chance to do unto others as you would. You please just give me a line? I mean, come on, guys, there's gotta be a line. Line! As the crow flies, because the longest way around is the shortest way home, and there's no place like home. Of the brave, I just gotta be brave and keep this up and away, way better to reign in hell than serve some of the other white meat. Now, because you know what, I can always just open up a can of worms, which by any other name would taste as sweet, and just feast on life, you know? Because the way to a man's heart is through his bloodstream, which is thicker than water. So you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it walk on it. And don't walk on eggshells, walk lively. Walk on the moon. Walk on cloud 9 ways to skin a cat. Because they may take our lives, all 9. But they'll never take our freedom to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. The magic dragon will live by them. See what a tangled web we've gotta stick together if we're gonna get through this, is the short and long of it. This, above all else, to thine own self beware of the Ides of March. No, to thine own self be, or not to be. That is the something. Something's rotten in Denmark. No, there's something on the wing. No, something wicked. This way come. What? Come may. Come Watson, come. The game is afoot. But frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Because you're damned if you do, and damned if you don't. You hear me calling for a line? Like, come on, guys. It's survival of the fittest up here. I'll just be strong. I'll just be strong. Yeah, army strong. And not for a man, but made for a woman. Because you know what, honey? It's not you. It's me. The #1 prescribed brand. Doctors choose most for their nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so they can rest. Medicine. I'll be the king in this world. You gotta hope for the best. And prepare for the worst, and just take whatever. God, send me a line, please. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's me, mateys, alas, dear lads, there she blows, off with her head. But where's the cream filling? I jest, rest assured you're in good hands with all's fair in love and war, because you gotta keep your friends close and your lovers closer, and hey, any friend of yours is a friend. Don't let friends drive. So grab a plane leaves and you're not on that plane, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, and maybe not tomorrow, but soon. And for the rest of your life comes fast, so grab a horse, my kingdom for a horse, better yet, beat me up, Scotty! Line! Scotty, and to Scotty, parting is such sweet sorrow, I don't know, cry havoc, and let's slip the Rolling Stones gathering no mass and just slip you a line, someone. I'm between a rock and a hard day's night up here. Here is the raw end of the deal. You see, I remember a mass of things, but not distinctly. So just don't let it end like this. Tell them I said something.